Today we uncover the story of Amiba, the false master of Hokuto Shinken. Amiba began his journey not as a healer, not as a warrior of Hokuto, but as a student of Nanto Seiken, training in the graceful Nanto Suichoken style under Master Rofu. He was ambitious, arrogant, obsessed with proving that he could surpass his peers. When Rei was chosen as successor, Amiba conspired with Yuda to assassinate him. His plot failed, and the seeds of bitterness were planted. Amiba abandoned Nanto, convinced that he could master any martial art in record time. His eyes fell on Hokuto Shinken. In the Village of Miracles, Amiba attempted to heal an elderly villager. His experiment nearly ended in death until Toki arrived. With a single motion, Toki healed the man, and with a single slap he put Amiba in his place. Toki warned him, never use a technique you do not understand. For Amiba, the humiliation was unbearable, and from that day forward he swore revenge on Toki. When Rao imprisoned Toki in Cassandra, Amiba saw his chance. With help from Jagi, he scarred his back, changed his appearance, and studied Hokuto's pressure points just enough to impersonate Toki. He presented himself as a healer, only to twist Hokuto Shinken into something monstrous. He conducted human experiments, discovering new vital points, testing them on helpless subjects. His so-called patients became deformed or dead. In his own words, I turned Toki into a murderer, Hokuto Shinken into the devil's art. When Kenshiro arrived in the Village of Miracle, Amiba fooled him at first. His pressure point strikes were precise, his scar convincing. He taunted Kenshiro, claiming Toki had abandoned mercy and embraced violence. But Kenshiro saw through the deception. If Toki had truly fallen, then Kenshiro would stop him with his own hands. Amiba paralyzed Kenshiro with a new point, boasting of his genius. But Rei, who once trained with Amiba, recognized him instantly. The fraud was exposed. Kenshiro broke free, declaring only the real Toki could truly immobilize him. Desperate, Amiba struck a point to empower himself, but his hands exploded from the backlash. His own arrogance had destroyed him.
Hokuto Shinken Omi! Zankai Sekihoken!
Amiba's body betrayed him. Stumbling backwards, unable to stop, his minions abandoned him. The villagers cursed his name. Pitifully, he begged for his life, still insisting that he was a genius, but his end was inevitable. From the balcony of his own palace, he fell, his body exploding before it even touched the ground. Thus ended the false Toki, a fraud who sought glory, but found only humiliation. Amiba's style was a twisted hybrid. Originally a Nanto Seiken student, he abandoned it for Hokuto Shinken, although he lacked the discipline to master either. He mimicked Hokuto's healing art, but turned it to torture. He discovered pressure points for paralysis and muscle growth, but his ignorance caused disaster. In Ten no Hao, he named his imitation style Hokuto Shinken, the needle fist of the North Snake. But no matter how he boasted, Amiba's fatal flaw was clear: arrogance without mastery. Amiba's legacy spread beyond the main series. In Toki Gaiden, his alliance with Jagi and takeover of the Village of Miracles is expanded. In Rei Gaiden, we see his early years training under Nanto Suichoken. In Ten no Hao, he returns with his needle fist style, defeated yet again by Toki. In parody, Amiba even stars in his own isekai spin-off, Tensai Amiba no Isekai Hao Densetsu. Fraud in the main canon, a joke elevated to star in comedy. Amiba's personality was as grotesque as his actions. Narcissistic and delusional, obsessed with proving his superiority. Cruel, treating humans as disposable dolls. And cowardly, striking only when Toki was gone. Even in death, he begged pathetically, refusing to accept defeat. Amiba's ratings from Hokuto no Ken Kyukyoku Kaisetsu Sho are Level B, Power 2, Speed 3, Skills 4, Looks 3, Charisma 1, A bit of trivia about Amiba is his design was modeled after the actor Christopher Lambert. His name is a pun on the creature, the single-celled animal called an amoeba, shapeless and parasitic. He shares parallels with Jagi as well. They're both frauds, both obsessed with destroying others, and despite his death, he lives on as a meme, as a parody star, even as a background gag in anime finales. Amoeba's flailing death pose became iconic, quoted, parodied, and even celebrated by fans worldwide. In failure, he achieved the immortality he always sought, forever remembered as one of Hokuto's most unforgettable villains. Proof that even the weakest imposter can leave a lasting scar on history. This is Fist of the North Star, and every fist has its story.